Brown, and how long did you know him, and what kind of relationship, or what kind of person he was, anything like that?
I think Robert was an enigma to most people. He kept things to himself that other people couldn't keep to themselves, whether it be between factions or anything else. I knew him a long time. He beat me for minority leader, and I'm glad he did. He's done a great job, and I believe today's in paradise, and I think his suffering is over.
I have here with me Walt Bellamy, all-pro, all-NBA player, retired now. Talking to you about Robert Brown. Tell us about Senator Robert Brown.
Well, I can remember vividly how Robert worked with as the president of the Macon Bibb County School Board, Macon School Board, and just brought ethical standards relative to the diversion of educating young men and young women. Of course, I would be remiss if I to say there were some difficult days in terms of the African-American students collaborating with the white students, but he was that common denominator. But when he left the Board of Education, I can remember that he came to the State House and continued his work in educating young men and young women along with their health. I think he advanced, I would venture to say that he advanced the issue of young African-American boys and girls' health concerns as well as their education. And that was a testimony. But Robert didn't stop there. After Zell Miller came into the office and initiated the Hope Scholarship, Robert was a key component in terms of elevating and establishing this to assure the citizens of Georgia that they would be the recipient of this Hope Scholarship. He served as a minority leader. He served as the assistant minority leader in the Senate. And these are contributions that public service people do. And so if there were a epitaph to leave, I would say that Robert spent a great deal of his time perpetuating the lives of young men and young women that were in high school, so that when they grow up, and little did Robert know of this, that we would have an African-American president. But his leadership and directions hopefully would ensure that we would have some boys and some girls to grow up to become president of the United States.
Tell us about Robert.
Well, I met Robert when he first moved to Macon and was attending school at Mercer. He always been a caring person, very intelligent, and he always wanted to do something for the community. He was part of the Civil Rights Movement back in the early days, and he became part of the Quaker movement with the American Friends. As a matter of fact, when I lived in Florida, I talked to Robert about that program on several occasions because we were trying to get the same kind of program in Hillsborough County.
Appreciate you. Tell us about Robert Brown.
Well, Robert and I go back some time, both serving in the leadership, he in the Senate and I'm in the House, and we've had a chance to interact and to be involved in a lot of major issues in this state. And Robert was a no-nonsense guy. He was trustworthy. He was very intelligent and had a lot of street sense. So with that in mind, you got the true meaning of the issue when you dealt with Robert. He was a no-nonsense guy, and he made a lot of significant contributions to this state and to the Macon area.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.